Okay.
Good.
Look bright, look bright.
I'm trying.
Yes, try harder. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Sugar, Spice, and Everything Nice. Today, we're actually talking about a topic that I believe is essential to society because it's everywhere, and it's something that I know in little groups we talk about, but then there are also standards we've accepted, etc. So let me just go ahead and say today we're talking about cheating. So is it inevitable? What does respect mean in terms of cheating? What does cheating mean to some people? And basically how we view it and how we think it's treated in society, and people who cheat are treated, or who the people who tend to cheat more are. And what our experiences around those conversations have been like. Do we need to define cheating?
No, I think everyone knows what cheating is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's emotional and physical cheating too, guys. There's no escape. It's very sad, but I think I've grown up being told and also observing my environment, accepting that cheating is inevitable. Like, if you have a man, if you get married, I think, at least in Nigeria, the question isn't will he cheat or whatever. The question is, when he cheats, what's your reaction going to be? And have you prepared yourself such that you don't just pick up your bags and leave when you have children or whatnot? Or also, when he cheats, how you have to remind yourself that this is just the way men are, you know, they're polygamous animals, you know, that's just seriously, the animals and whatnot. And the problem I have, first thing with the whole polygamous animals thing is, guys, there's a reason we are higher animals.
Sorry, I'm just going to like take my hair off. Continue.
Okay.
I just don't like it when it's up. Just
Okay, so break it down.
I am.
It
Just
was weird if I'm
speak to
talking
the
and
people.
you're
I'm
bringing
already
your hair
done.
down. No, Jesus. It's
Okay.
like we're in a salon.
Carry on.
Anyway, so one of my problems with this whole conversation is it does two things, I think. One, it treats men like animals with no brain. Like, honestly, they're not lions, they're not dogs, they're not stupid. They have brains. They're human beings, which means they understand things such as self-control and trust and love and, I don't know, self-preservation. But they've grown up in a society where it's like, no, you go ahead and do that. Your girlfriend will understand, your wife will understand, because you are just an animal. You can't help yourself. When you see something outside and you want it, you must just have it by all means. And women, like the doe-eyed rabbits we have, we will just sit back and be like, yes, he's okay. He couldn't help himself. I must forgive him. So, first of all, I'm not judging anyone who forgives a guy that cheats. Let's make that clear. But I think it's very important for us to be honest with ourselves about what society is teaching us is okay and what's not okay, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Especially because I've had conversations even with Kenyan women recently, young women, who I legit just asked them straight up, guys, is cheating inevitable? And they all looked at me like, are you stupid? Of course it is. Like, every man will cheat. Yeah, it's like, exactly, is the sky blue? Is the grass green? Yes, men will always cheat. And I found it so depressing, because I'm just like, I mean, we've gotten to that point where we're just like, yeah, it's not even about whether he cheats or doesn't cheat. Now it's like a next level thing, you know. It's, does he bring the side babe out in public? You know, that's when he's disrespecting you. He's not disrespecting you when he's putting his thing inside some other woman's thing, but apparently it becomes disrespect when he takes that woman outside and everybody else sees her. So people have now started to say, oh, cheating is okay, we understand, like men will always do that, as long as they don't parade the woman, you know, as long as you know you are the main woman, then everything is okay, which I find so problematic. But that's just tip of the iceberg. So Sharon.
Yeah, I echo a lot of Duan's thoughts, but the thing for me, like the biggest thing for me, is that I realized that because of the way we were raised, and I'm speaking as a woman, and as the Kenyan tradition and culture and whatever, we are always bound to blame ourselves when we're cheated on. And it's always, even if you go to your mom and your husband cheated on you, or your grandma, whoever, your aunties, and be like, oh, why you cooking for him? Why you like giving it to him, right?
In all the right ways.
Did you give him children? Maybe it's because you've not given him children yet. Maybe it's because you're not cooking for him the things he likes. Maybe because you are not doing this and you're not doing that, and you're not good enough, and you're not this and you're not that. And that's my problem with that, because why am I being blamed for the actions of another grown person with a normal functioning brain? Like, was I with him? Did I pull his hand and be like, you, today you're going to go and do that with that other woman? Like, he made that choice by himself. So I don't know why I'm getting the heat for his actions. So it's always like, oh, mom, maybe next time try to do this differently, try to cook him this, try to do this when you're in bed with him, try to do this differently, and maybe he won't cheat on you. Maybe he won't cheat on you, you know? And that, I'm just like, why am I the one who is changing so that he can stay?
Yeah.
He made a vow to me. He should know that he's not supposed to be doing that. So why am I being blamed for him? So that's my biggest problem with this whole cheating conversation, especially if you have it with older people, because also I feel like it's become the norm, and it's just like we accept it, and we're just like, oh, he cheated, oh my god, sorry babe, like, yeah, so now what are you going to do?
Yes.
You know, like, we're not really like, that's so wrong, like,
yeah.
why would you? It's just like, oh, I'm so sorry, but yeah, so now, like, what's the way forward?
Yeah, what's the way forward?
You know, and it's either that or the other conversation, which I really don't like, is blaming the other woman. Oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she's a slut. Oh,
she's a home wrecker.
Yeah, she's a home wrecker.
How dare she walk in, talk to my boyfriend?
I'm just like, first of all, your man should know, whoever, Beyonce, Rihanna can come here naked parading herself, and your man should know to keep his thing in his pants.
Yeah,
that's my biggest thing. Like, I will catch me dead blaming the other woman. Like, even if she has a part to play with it, I will deal with my man first, and then if she had like a malicious motive or intent, then I will like also deal with her. But it's always going to be my man first, because he's the one I'm in a relationship with, not her. Yeah, so that's just my...
And guys, men can't be like, a man who does not want to be stolen cannot be stolen.
Yeah.
Like, let's not lie to ourselves.
Men stay if they're willing to stay.
Yes.
It's the willingness to stay. If he's not willing to stay, my friend, I beg, you cook, you clean, you suck dick, you do all that. He's still gonna go.
In fact, you flatten yourself on the floor every morning. He's leaving the door, letting step on top of you.
He's still going to go. Okay, girl. So like, I just want women to know that it's not your fault. If a man ever cheats on you, honey, it's not your fault. You're good enough, you're beautiful enough, your ass is fat enough,
yes,
your cooking is good enough, whatever, you're good enough. It's never you. He made the choice, so he's the one with the problem. Same thing, vice versa. If a girl cheats on you, boy, it's not your problem. Your pockets, they might not be as deep as the other guy, but you're fine, you're doing well. Keep pushing, keep grinding, keep hustling. Yeah, like we're all like trying to grow and trying to elevate and trying to get much money. So
and also for babes, like, even though we're talking about guys like majorly, for babes, please, guys, let's not do this thing to ourselves. Like, yes, you know, I actually think there probably is a very satisfying feeling when your man cheats and then you cheat on him, because in your heart you're just like, we're even. Like, you know, you're not holding that hurt in your chest so much anymore, because you're like, I've also done it to you, you know. But at the same time, let us not give, like, you know, two wrongs don't make it right.
Yeah.
Let us never give men a reason to be like, because every time I bring up this cheating thing and in front of guys, and I'm like, you know, society has bred men, especially Nigerian men I know, and from the women I've spoken to here, like Kenyan men as well, have bred them to be like so easy about cheating. Okay, so babes, also two wrongs don't make it right. Let us never give men the reason to like come at us, because for example, every time I talk about cheating with guys, right, and how society has very much bred them, both in Nigeria and I mean I can fairly say to a certain extent in Kenya as well, unless you disagree with me, like society has bred men to think it's okay to cheat, like much more than women. Like women are like, you the extent, because guys are always like, yeah, women cheat too, there are women who cheat. Yes, but guys, when we are looking at the percentage of men who cheat versus the percentage of women who cheat, I mean, it's like, you know, also if we even look at the status of their relationship, like how many times does a woman who's not happy in her relationship, or rather who is happy in her relationship, cheat? Like how many times will you find a woman who she's being emotionally supported, she's being, you know, if she's she's treated right, you know, her opinions are being heard, how many times do you find that woman going to cheat? And then versus how many times you find a man who is receiving all those things, in fact he might even be receiving financial assistance, exactly, and financial assistance on top of that, and before you know it, he wanted to taste pounded yam instead of garri, so he left his house and he went to go and find something else out there. It's a problem. Like, and guys I was like, yeah, but you girls cheat as well. Babes, like if a guy is maltreating you, or if a guy is like, I don't know, misbehaving or whatnot, leave him. Don't cheat on him. Leave him, because
I would rather you actually leave me than cheat on me.
Yeah, leave me.
Exactly.
Like it's not, I would not die. Just leave. I would rather you left me. Go and enjoy whatever it is you're looking for out there, but don't be with me and cheat on me and then tell me it's because I was not emotionally supporting you the way you like it, and I was not cooking food the way you like it. No, please, just go.
I really want to know why men cheat. I feel like we should have men on hand. They tell us why they cheat, because
I mean, I've had different reasons. I've had like the one where like, yeah, the babe like wasn't giving him enough attention or whatnot because she's like busy with her job and whatnot. I've had that. I've had men who cheat because they're bored. They're just like, what they were just like, yeah, they were just like,
tell me you're bored. I'm fun. We can have fun.
Exactly.
Let's have fun.
The men who said they cheat because they just want something different. You know, it's when you're having the same thing every day, even if you love it, even if you love bread and you're having bread every day, one day you want to have, I don't know, milk or something. So I've had many reasons, but for me, as far as I'm concerned, that just means you know, you are lacking self-control, because I mean, there will always be things like human beings naturally.
It's always going to be a girl that's prettier than your girlfriend, that has a big ass, that has
smaller waist, big boobs.
Yeah, there's always going to be someone better than her, but you chose to be with her for a reason. And if you don't want to be with her anymore, leave the bitch. If not, then stay with the bitch. Yeah. Also, but you know something I realized, guys don't even necessarily cheat with the babes with the bigger ass. Oh my god, I've seen guys who cheat with the uglier babe, the one who is, you know, just not anywhere. Like you look close to his baby. His baby is like here. You see the baby cheated with, she's here. You're like, what is that? Yeah. Like, at least have some respect. If you cheat on her, at least cheat with a babe that is significantly hotter than her. You know, so she can say, okay, maybe he was just, you know. But when you go and cheat with a babe who is on a much lower level, that's just disrespectful, my nigga. Like, you should check your priorities. Yeah. Seriously. But I think we're going to have this conversation again at some point, especially with guys. So if you guys see us having guys on the channel at some point, don't be surprised, because we seriously want to understand the psyche behind this shit, because it's hella fucked up and things need to change. Please
please
Teach your sons better.
teach your sons better. The way you teach your daughters to respect themselves, to have self-control, to be loving, understanding, all those things. Please teach your sons.
And teach your daughters that they're good enough. That they
too.
should never blame themselves for the actions of a man. And they're worthy, they're good enough, and all of that.
They're sexy,
Yeah.
beautiful,
Intelligent, smart. Yeah.
You was wise, you was kind. What's that thing from?
It's going to be sure. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
The camera is dying.